Hello guys, how's it going? Splicer here. Now today we're going to be talking about sniping in Fortnite Battle Royale. Now sniping in this game seems to be a little bit hit and miss depending on who you speak to. Whether it's those guys that spend hours and hours and hours on the game and they've simply learnt the skill of sniping, or simply luck of those guys that make that shot. So this video is going to provide you with all the details about sniping and how to improve it. We're going to look at the stats of the weapons, bullet drop, sensitivity settings, and all of that sort of good stuff. So, let's get started. So first things first, you need to understand how the weapons work. So most of the weapons in Fortnite Battle Royale use the hit scan system. So that means when you fire the weapon, there is no travel time between you and the enemy. So when you pull the trigger, it simply hits the enemy if your crosshairs are on them, so there is no projectiles. However, sniper rifles are different and they have projectiles as well as rocket launchers and grenade launchers. So this means that there is a travel time between your sniper rifle and the enemy, and also there will be some sort of bullet drop that you've probably already seen anyway. So there's two main types of sniper rifle in Battle Royale, which is your bolt action sniper rifle and your semi-automatic sniper rifle. So with the bolt action one, there's three different almost variants of it, depending on how rare it is. So you've got rare, legendary and epic, which is the blue, purple and orange colours. With the semi-automatic there's only two variants, which is epic and legendary, so your purple and your gold versions. Now depending on the one you pick up, depends on what weapon stats it has, how much damage it provides, and even how quickly it reloads. So let's look at a few of the stats now. Now this is extremely important for choosing what sniper rifle you want to hold on to, because it depends on how you're going to play the game. What I mean by that is, if you hold on to a bolt action sniper rifle, the damage that weapon can create is greater than your semi-automatic. However, the semi-automatic sniper rifles have 10 rounds in the magazine, so you'll be able to fire all 10 rounds before then having to reload, whereas with the bolt actions, obviously you just fire one round each time, and you have to reload one round every time you fire one. So it's sort of balancing those two. So when you look at the stats, the minimum damage a bolt action sniper rifle can do is 105 damage, whereas with the semi-automatic the minimum amount of damage is 63. So you need to balance the need for getting that first shot on the target and then wiping out their entire life. If they don't have a shield, you're going to kill them in that one shot, whereas with the semi-automatic that's not guaranteed because it doesn't reach the 100 damage mark, but you can then follow up with a quick shot and then take them out. So let's look at the stats with a little bit more detail. So for the rare variant of the bolt action sniper rifle, which is the blue one, the damage per shot on the body is 105 damage. And for a headshot, the damage is 263. So it doesn't matter how much shield or health they have, that's a guaranteed kill with a headshot with that bolt action sniper rifle. So if you look at the epic bolt variant, which is the purple one, so for a shot to the body, it's 110 damage, and then for a headshot, it's 275. Now there was some variation with the damage that it created with the headshots, ranging from about 262 to 275, but on average, and most of the time, it was 275 damage. And if we look at the gold bolt action, which is the legendary version, for a body shot, it is 116, and for the headshot it is 290. So again, whichever variant you get with the bolt action, with a headshot you're taking them out. Yet if you hit them with no shield or with half shield, half health, then it's a one shot, one kill sniper rifle, which is what we all want. Also the reload speed slightly improves for which weapon that you have. So for the rare one it's 3 seconds per reload, epic is 2.8 seconds, and legendary is 2.7 seconds. So not a massive difference, but if you want to get that round off as quick as possible, you're better off obviously having the rarest version. So if we look at the stats for the semi-automatic sniper rifles, so for the epic variant, for a body shot it's 63 damage, for a headshot it's 158, and then for the legendary version it is 66 for a body shot and 165 for a headshot, which is good enough, but if they've got 200 health, you're going to need to follow up another shot. And the reload speed for the epic one is 2.5 seconds, and for the legendary is 2.3 seconds. but it's not a massive issue because you've got 10 rounds in that magazine, so you can make use of all 10 rounds, inflicting potentially 600 damage before you then have to reload. It's just something to think about. Obviously bolt actions have got more damage, however if you hit them, let's say 116 body shot, and they've got a shield, you've got to wait that 2.8 seconds to reload that one round, which they can kill you in that time. So depends on how you play, depends on how far away you are from the enemy, depends on which rifle you should stick with, and obviously the rarer the better. Now because snipers use projectiles in this game, obviously bullet drop and time to target become part of sniping. So I've just put together a little example of the bolt action and semi-automatic firing at the same position at different ranges, and just showing the amount of bullet drop that you generally get. And this is something that you need to do to improve your own sniping, so you can sort of judge it when you've got a moving target or an enemy at distance, so you've got it in your head. You know where to position your scope to be able to get that bullet drop straight onto their head. So you can see with these ones, when you get to a certain distance, it takes it down to about the second notch, which is a good indicator for any sort of medium to long range shots that you're going to have. If you just head it around there, it will generally drop onto the target, no problem. Also leading targets as well is an issue. So if we look at time on target now, I'll just put a quick counter next to the round fired. Now this makes all the difference when you've got a moving target, because obviously you then have to judge 1 or 2 seconds in the direction they're going to be moving and then fire from there. So it's good to know roughly how long it takes for the projectile to reach the target, but obviously it would depend on the distance, which you can't really judge in this game, but you can tell by the size of your target. This leads me on nicely to the next point, which is sensitivity settings. Now Epic Games have changed these a lot over these past few patches. Obviously it's still an early release version of the game, it still could change, but they've sort of got it to a point now where your scope sensitivity is worth playing around with. So if you see here on mine, I have mine fairly slow, so I have mine about 48. This is because the majority of my aiming will be without looking down the scope. Obviously you're going to know roughly about where the enemy is, and then put the scope on the enemy, and as long as your scope can move faster than an enemy can sprint, then you're roughly going to be in the right area, and it sort of hones in your ability to hit the target. If you've got it really, really sensitive, it will just shoot about all over the place and it'll be quite hard to hit that moving target. Obviously depending on if you're a console or a PC player, or if you've got a keyboard and mouse on your console, you might prefer to have a higher sensitivity. But it's something you need to play around with depending on your gaming style. Like I said, I just have mine fairly slow as it sort of hones in on the target, which is good for me. But that pretty much sums it up, to be honest. I've shown you the damage stats, I've shown you sort of bullet drop, speed of the weapon, sensitivity settings. The rest of it all comes together with you putting those together and testing it on an enemy or testing it on an object and getting a feel for how that's going to work. And it will skyrocket your sniping ability, which, let's all be honest, is an extremely fun part of this game, especially for landing headshots from quite a far distance. But I hope it helped, guys. I know some parts of it are fairly simple, you probably knew lots of parts of it, but if there was anything in it that you didn't already know, I hope it helped you, even when it comes into selecting which sniper rifle variant to have. Then that'll be good. Also, I still have 3 battle passes that I want you guys to win. All you've got to do is send me some of your short clips of epic, funny, awesome gameplay, and I'll put together a top 5 video, and whoever comes first in that top 5 will win a battle pass. And I'll do that 3 times, so there'll be 3 winners, and you get 3 battle passes, which is cool. All you got to do is send me the clip onto my Facebook page, which is in the description below, and then you have a chance of featuring in that top 5 and winning that battle pass. Also, if you know of anybody that's struggling with their sniping, please feel free to share this video with them, because sharing is caring. And also, if you like the video, drop it a like, subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be putting a lot of effort into this channel over the new year. And I'll also be keeping you guys up to date with anything Fortnite or any other decent games that are coming out. So, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.